Hey everyone, welcome back. Guys, in this video you will learn another amazing automation by which you can save your manual efforts and your precious time. So guys, this automation is designed and created for the people who want to nurture their leads by calling them on their phones. Okay, so guys, here we are integrating a telephonic marketing platform with a lead generation form. So guys, we are using Google Forms application to create a lead generation form or a contact form, and we are integrating it with Exotel application, which is a cloud-based telephonic API application. Okay, so now let me show you how this automation is going to work. So guys, here you just have to create a contact form or a lead generation form with the help of Google Forms, and as and when any of your website visitor or your user or your lead is going to fill this form and submit the form, the contact details of the same person is going to be added here in a list in Exotel application automatically. So you need not to manually sort out the details of your leads one by one and add those leads manually here in the contacts list in Exotel application. So that is going to save a lot of your time and energy, and you can focus on nurturing your leads. Okay, and to make this happen guys, we are using Pabbly Connect, which is an integration and automation tool. And guys, the best part is anyone can set up this automation very easily because you need not to have any coding skills or programming knowledge to set up this automation. So guys, let's set up this automation together. So guys, first of all, you need to log in into your Pabbly Connect account and reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. And guys, to reach here, you can use the link that we have pasted in the description for you, from where you can set up your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes, and you will get 100 free automation tasks for every new month. So sign up right now and log in to reach here. And guys, here you have to start working by creating a workflow. So to do that, just click on this create workflow button, and here you can provide any suitable name to this automation. So I'm giving the name here as Google Forms to Exotel automation. Okay, right, so after filling the name like this, you can click on create button and you can see your workflow is getting ready here. And on this page guys, you will find these two things, the trigger and the action. So this automation work on these two things. So the trigger is the happening of that event which is going to trigger or start this workflow, and the action would be the response towards that trigger. As in our use case, the trigger would be a new form submission received from any user or any lead, and the action towards that trigger would be to send the details, the contact details of the same person in Exotel's contacts list. Okay, so first of all, you have to set up this trigger. So from this choose app field, you have to choose a trigger application, which is Google Forms in our case. So select Google Forms. After that, select the trigger event as new response received. Okay, so it will trigger, you can read, it will triggers when form is submitted and response is added as a new row in the sheet. Okay, select this and it will give you this URL. This is called as a webhook URL guys, and it is used to fetch the data out from any external application to here in Pabbly Connect. Okay, so guys, you can follow these instructions written here to make the connection with Google Forms using this webhook URL. Okay, so you can read these instructions. Let me show you how exactly we can do this. So first of all, just copy this webhook URL from here, and then you have to open the form that you have created. So let me show you. This is a form I have created by Google Forms, you can see. Okay, and here I have these fields: first name, last name, the email and the phone number, and the company's name. Okay, and this is the spreadsheet connected with this form in which we are receiving the form's responses. Okay, now guys, here in this spreadsheet you have to click on extensions, and from this add-ons click on get add-ons option, and from this window, which is Google Workspace Marketplace, you have to search for an add-on which is called Pabbly Connect Webhooks. Okay, search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks and you have to install this add-on here. So it will just take 2 minutes to install it, and as you can see, I have already installed it, so I do not need to install it again. But guys, after installing this, you have to refresh your spreadsheet. This is an important step. After installing Pabbly Connect webhooks add-on, you have to refresh the spreadsheet. Okay. After that, when you click on extensions, you will find this Pabbly Connect webhooks option readily available in the drop down. And from here, you have to click on this initial setup option. Okay, click on initial setup. And under the initial setup, you will find these two fields. First is the webhook URL and other is the trigger column. Okay, so in the webhook URL field, you have to paste the webhook URL that you have copied from your workflow. And in the trigger column, you have to put the last or the final data entry column that you have in your spreadsheet. So let me show you. Guys, this is the final data entry column I have, the F column. This means as and when I enter the data in the F column, that is going to trigger the workflow and the data will be sent to our workflow from the form, from this spreadsheet. Okay. So click on extensions and from Pabbly Connect webhook initial setup. In the webhook URL field, let me paste the webhook URL that I have copied, and the trigger column is F. Okay, so we are done filling these things, and let me show you my workflow. Here you can see, as I have copied this webhook URL, it started showing this waiting for the webhook's response. So this means you have to perform a test submission now. So the test submission means we are going back to the spreadsheet that we have created, and from there we are going to send the data here, which will act as the test data to set up this automation further. Okay, and for that to happen, you need to reach back to your spreadsheet, and here you can see we have this button in the initial setup called as send test. So when you click on send test, the data of the first row that we have in our spreadsheet will be sent to our workflow as the test data. Okay, let me show you. I'm clicking on send test, and you can see it is written here, the test data sent successfully. Okay, let's check in our workflow if we got the data. So this is our workflow, guys, and here you can see we got the data like this. Okay, so it is showing the first name, the last name, the email, and the phone number, and the company name. So this is how we can capture the response of a form response here in Pabbly Connect. So we are done sending the test data. Now let me reach back to the spreadsheet, and from here click on this submit button. Okay, and now you have to do one thing more. Click on extensions again, and from this Pabbly Connect webhooks option, click on this send on event button also. So this means when you click on send on event, what will happen, whenever you receive a form response and the data will be added here in a new row, that data is going to trigger the workflow and the data will be delivered to the workflow and the automation will run. Okay, so we are now done here. Now let's get back to our workflow. And guys, now I want to add the contact details of this person in Exotel application in the contacts list. For that to happen, you have to connect Exotel in this action step. So from here, search for Exotel. Okay, this is it. You can see, select it. So here you have to search the action event as create contacts. Okay, then click on connect. And from here, select add new connection. And here you can see it is asking for the API key, the API token, the account SID, and the subdomain's name. Okay, so you have to find these things from the API settings of your Exotel account. Okay, so let me show you how you can find these things. You can read these instructions written here. This is my Exotel applications dashboard, and on the left hand side panel, guys, when you scroll down, you will find an option here which is the API option. So click on API and another page will open up, and from here you can see we got the account SID name here, which is this, and here you can create a new API key by clicking on this create API key button, and that key will look like this. Okay, so we have a default API key already generated, so you can use the default key or you can create a new one. Okay, so first of all, let me copy this API key, paste it here in the key field. Okay, and let's check the token. This is the token, guys. Let me open it, copy it, and paste it here in the token field. Right, for the account SID, you will get the SID name here. This is the SID. Copy it and paste it. Okay, and when you set up your account, you will know where your account belongs to. You will know what is your subdomain. So our subdomain is from Singapore, so I'm just going to copy this link from here only. Okay, if you have the domain from Mumbai, you can copy this link. Okay, and for Singapore, copy this link. Okay, so we are done filling these things. Now just click on save and you can see we are connected now. Okay, so now it is asking the first name, the last name, the phone number, company name, and all these things to create a contact in Exotel. So guys, here I'm going to use the data that I have received from the first step, which is this. So I'm going to map these labels here down in this second step. So to map the first name, just click here and you will see this Google Forms step in the drop down, which is the first step. So by clicking here, you can see all the data that you have received in the first step. So from here only, I'm going to map the first name, similarly the last name and the phone number. Okay, the company name, let's see. This is the company name label, and the email, this is the email label. If you want to assign any tag, you can assign any tag, guys. Let me assign the tag as form. Okay, and if you have added any customized fields in the contacts that you are creating in Exotel, you can use this custom fields option. Right now I'm leaving this blank because it's not a compulsory thing. Now you can check your connection with Exotel by clicking on save and send test request, and you will see a new contact got added here. Let me show you the contact section. So click on this campaigns new option, and under the campaigns you will find this contacts tab. Click on contacts, and here are the already added contacts I have. Okay, so let's create a new one by clicking on save and send test request. So this is the test contact we are going to see here in this list. Okay, so I'm clicking on save and send test request. So guys, in the response you can see we got this error. It is showing not a valid E164 number. It's an invalid parameter. Let's check what's the error in the number. Okay, so you can see when we have mapped the number, the number should be in this format. The format is, it should have a plus sign and the country code. Okay, so we are missing the plus sign and the country code. So yeah, I'm just going to map the plus sign and the country code manually. Okay, now let's see what happens. I'm clicking on save and send test request again. Okay, and now it is showing status as success. Now let's check in Exotel if we got a new contact added or not. So let me refresh the contacts page, and you can see Nitin Singh got added here like this. Okay, and this is the same person that I have mapped here like this. Okay, so when you map the labels like this from the first tab, what will happen whenever you receive a new form response in Google Forms, this mapped data is going to change and a new contact will appear in Exotel. Let me show you a real-time example here. So this is my form that I have created. Now let's say any website visitor is filling the form. So the name of the visitor is John Nash, let's say. John Nash is our visitor. This is his email address. Okay, the phone number is this. The company name is, let's say, this. Okay, and I'm clicking on submit. You can see the contact form got submitted. Now let me show you directly in Exotel application if we got the data of this person. Okay, so I'm refreshing the contacts page again in Exotel, and you can see John Nash is here. Okay, so John Nash is added here automatically, so our automation is working completely fine. And guys, the best part is you can use this same workflow that I have created, because I'm going to paste the link of this same workflow in the description so that you can clone it in your own free Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation instantly.
Guys, thank you so much for watching our video, and please let us know how our automation ideas are helping you in the comment section. And if you have any queries related to this application, please ask your queries from this forum link, and do check the pricing of this application from this link. And guys, we are open to ideas. If you want us that we should make videos on other aspects of your business, please do let us know in the comment section. And if you like our work, please subscribe to our channel.